One take, let's go. Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm taking a break from uploading shoddy laser tag footage and mediocre gaming clips to do a secret third thing. A third thing that involves this man here, Brandon Sanderson. I'm sure you've seen the news, but just in case you live under some kind of rock bud or are higher than a high storm on fire moss, here is the news. Bill Gates over at Amazon Prime Video has at last acquired the film rights to Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere, allowing Brandon Sanderson full creative control. So, what does this mean, you may find yourself asking? It means that this is my chance to exert my control over Brandon's creative decisions and speak for us, the fans. Casting. Now, I'm super relieved this isn't animated, since animation is for babies and isn't actually capable of telling deep narrative stories the same way live action does. Plus, it means I can do my dream fan cast for the new Stormlight show. I've picked some slept-on actors, so enjoy. Alright, first up is the Luke Skywalker of this series. If Luke had flashbacks to his burning parents every 30 minutes and had an urge to activate the lightsaber during this scene. Timothy Chalamet, that's who I choose for Luke Skywalker. With his nice hair and incredible range as seen in the hit movie Wonka, you know he's no stranger to magic and wacky adventures like the ones Kaladin Stormblessed goes on. Dalinar Kholin, the lovable warlord turned philosopher, needs to be ugly and brutish, yet kindly and fatherly, yet scary and super muscly when he's angry, yet also a little seductive. This is why I've chosen none other than, boom, Pedro Pascal, boom. I don't think I really need to explain this one, let's be honest. Alright, rounding out the main trio, we have Shalon Devar, the young, affably artistic redhead who wishes to be a scholar but is forced to engage in thievery. Obviously, I have to pick someone who can quip just as much as Shalon, which is a pretty tall order, and is equally as innocent and scholarly, but who has practiced being a spy. Scarlett Johansson is used to playing daring spies and mouthing off. Boom. Plus, she would bring lots of general audiences to the Cosmere, and I think it's just something everyone wants. I know you want to, Brandon. Alright, Navani Kholin, one of the best written characters in all of Brandon Sanderson's books, and she is proof that women belong in fantasy. I'm 6'4", by the way. Getting Navani right is crucial to the success of this series, which is why I'm picking Jennifer Coolidge. I think she's pretty much perfect. She encapsulates Navani's mature, natural beauty, and I wouldn't mind watching her on the big screen romancing Dalinar. Rower! Alright, next up we got Numahu Kamaliki Akileki Luminor. He's the official head chef of Bridge 4. He's their cook, if you will. And speaking of cooking, I think I cooked with this one, and I'm sure Brandon will agree with me too. Good-natured but forbidden to fight despite being an absolute unit, this inspired me. Originally, I was thinking of selecting this actor for Dalinar, but then I remembered his contract and how he isn't allowed to lose a fight, so that would be pretty difficult. So for that reason, and, of course, also his incredible acting range and his ability to act so hard it would make Shakespeare shake his spear in pleasure and no other possible reason. Boom! Dwayne Johnson. Boom! Tien. Sean Bean. Alright. Sylphrena. Kaladin's loyal, helpful, feminine blue companion that takes the form of a small woman and speaks to him inside his head. Now, hear me out, Apple. Microsoft made Xbox, who published Halo, which has its own beloved live-action series, and John Halo also has a loyal, helpful, feminine blue companion that takes the form of a small woman and speaks to him inside his head in the form of Cortana. If she seems familiar, it's probably because you recognize her from Microsoft's Windows Assistant by the same name and voice actor, similar to what Sony did with the Spider-Man font and the PS3 logo. And Cortana was also a really big hit, right? And it's with this reasoning that I choose Siri. This is a decision that will resonate with Apple heads and Sanderson heads just like myself across all the Cosmere. I'm getting pretty sick of making these, so Wick gets to make the fart jokes and also say the first F-bomb in the Cosmere and wink at the camera. Alright, that's the end of the video. Get lost, kids.